Welcome to the video about credit card debt and how it's robbing you. We're going to show you how they do it and how much. But first, a little housekeeping chore. Turn up your speakers, the volume on your speakers, and also to enlarge this so it's more readable, in the upper right corner there's a circle with an X in it. Click on that and that will increase the size of the video, the slides. All right. As I mentioned, we're going to talk about how credit card debt is robbing you and your family, and this is going to make you mad. And how much of each dollar you earn is left for savings, and this is going to hurt. And your options to becoming debt-free, and this will be an eye-opener. As I mentioned, debt is robbing you of the ability to save money for your retirement, your children's education, a down payment on a home, or just enjoying the fruits of your labor. And let us show you how. If you go to work today and you make $1, as you know, you pay taxes, state, federal, social, Medicare, and other miscellaneous taxes. These are called direct taxes. The average taxpayer pays anywhere from 26 to 32 cents for direct taxes. This means you'll retain about 2/3 of your income while paying another third in taxes. For the sake of this example, we're going to use 30 cents of every dollar goes to taxes. Next, out of that dollar, you must pay more taxes. These are called sales or excise taxes, which range from 5 to 8% depending on the state in which you live. In this example, we're going to use 5 cents of every dollar. Next, out of the dollar comes overhead, what you pay for your food, your mortgage, utilities, transportation, etc., etc., etc. The national standard is 28 to 32 cents. We're going to use 30 cents in this example for your overhead. Next, out of every dollar, you must pay interest on your credit cards, as you're aware. What most people don't know is that if you pay the minimum payment that you're billed for each month, it is mathematically designed by the credit card companies to take you more than 30 plus years to pay it off. Let me show you. Here's a credit card statement from one of our clients. They owe $36,951 and the minimum payment is $784. And if you scroll down to the green circles, you'll see that if you pay the minimum payment, it will take him 42 years and he'll pay more than $101,000 in interest. That's outrageous. No wonder you can't save any money. Remember that number, 29 cents of every dollar goes for the next 30 years to pay interest on your credit card debt. Let's add up these numbers. We've got 30 cents for taxes, 5 cents for sales taxes, 30 cents for overhead, and 29 cents for interest. That leaves you 6 measly pennies of every dollar left to save. And you cannot save for retirement saving 6 cents of every dollar. And Social Security was never designed for a retirement plan. You've got to get out of debt and you've got to start saving. You should be mad and you just need to start savings. So what are your options? Option number 1 is called debt negotiation, where you settle with your creditors for a percentage of what you owe. Typically, they'll take anywhere from 30 to 50%, 50% being worst case, as a settlement in full. The downside is that your creditor is legally obligated to send you a 1099 miscellaneous for the difference, and you have to pay tax on that. It's called debt forgiveness, and it's a taxable event according to the IRS. The way to get out of this is to file bankruptcy or be insolvent. You can do a Google search on debt forgiveness and insolvency, and you can see how that's the details on that. In order to qualify for debt negotiation, all you need is cash. If you owe $20,000, you'll need $6,000 to $10,000 to settle it. Be sure you don't run out of cash and then have to file bankruptcy because you've wasted that money. Next option is consumer credit counseling. In a nutshell, you're going to pay 2% of what you owe each month on a plan worked out between you and your creditors and consumer credit counseling. For example, if you owe the same $20,000 on your credit cards, you'll pay about $400 a month. That's $20,000 divided by 2% for about 50 months. assuming the creditors agree to freeze the interest. Some will, some won't, some will cut it in half. To qualify, you need $400 a month left over after paying all your overhead. Note that the plan developed with your creditors will pay back 100% plus of your debt as opposed to 33 to 50% using the tactics mentioned in option 1. In some cases, consumer credit counseling won't take you. If you have lawsuits filed, they won't accept you. They can't stop foreclosures, wage garnishments, or bank levies. And your credit report is red flagged to note that you're in a credit repayment program, so getting new credit will be very difficult in the next 50 months that you're in the plan. Now, if you don't qualify for debt negotiation or consumer credit counseling, the only option left is bankruptcy. But which chapter? There are 2 chapters available for consumers, 7 and 13. Chapter 7 is called the liquidation bankruptcy, which means all of your unsecured debt is wiped out. You continue to make your house payments or car payments if you want to keep those items. You're in and out of Chapter 7 in about 90 to 100 days with 1 short court appearance. Chapter 13 is a reorganization bankruptcy where you pay all of your unsecured creditors whatever is left over from your paycheck after paying all of your overhead through a plan of either 36 to 60 months. Obviously, most people want to be in and out of bankruptcy as soon as possible so they can start rebuilding their credit, but you need to qualify for Chapter 7 first. To do that, click on the link on our homepage, Do You Qualify? We never assume anyone should file bankruptcy, but we assume everyone should consider all of their options. But when bankruptcy is your best or only option, the question is, should you hire an attorney or do it yourself? We also assume that if you can surf the internet, answer questions about your finances, and follow the step-by-step instructions and the samples prepared by attorneys from your state, then you can prepare your own bankruptcy. If your debts are keeping you from important things like saving for your kids' education, replacing your car, being able to retire, or affecting your health care, then you should consider bankruptcy. You're still not sure? Enter your name and email address below to get the first set of required forms called the voluntary petition, also a statement of Social Security number, and review the step-by-step instructions, the attorney prepared samples. Then you will know whether you want to proceed on your own. Your choice will be clear, very clear. If you decide to be your own lawyer, you can start with filing personal bankruptcy immediately. You can do this from your own computer in the privacy of your own home at your convenience, with our maps, videos, and samples and guides there to assist you step by step, and it's only $127. A small price to pay for peace of mind and becoming debt-free. So that's it. We hope you've enjoyed this. We hope it's been informational and educational. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the other side.